Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. This is Natural 2020 signing in. Celestine, if you don't know, y'all know I'm always here for hair growth and length retention. That's what we're about. And tonight we're talking about moisturizing our hair because, as we know, if our hair is dry, then it breaks. And if it breaks, then we don't retain any length. So that's what we are on to do this evening. For me, it's evening, it's 10 o'clock where I am. If you're watching live, say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from and let me know what time it is where you are watching from as well. Is it nighttime? Is it evening time? Is it morning time? Maybe if you're over in Australia, I don't know, it could be first thing in the morning right now. Who knows? But one thing I wanted to first do with you guys live whilst I'm here is cut my nails, because I feel like that is a really big part of just touching my hair in general. I always want to make sure that my nails are cut and not snagging on my hair. And I do actually have one, which, can you see that? Okay, you can't really see it, but I've got one that is wayward right now. So I'm going to cut that with you. But first of all, just let me know where you're watching from and what time it is where you are watching from. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm going to jump on the live myself and check that it's all running all good. Okay, you can hear me. Hey, hey, hey. Carlin. Not sure if I'm saying that right. From Houston, Texas. Hey, Jennifer from Great Britain. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock for you as well. That's good. New creation, you can hear me. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so the first thing I said, I definitely want to just make sure that I cut my nails so that they're not snagging on anything, because jaggedy nails can cause a lot of breakage. Oh, London. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. So it's definitely 10 o'clock for you as well. Nice. That's good then. So it's a good time for people, it seems like. It's a good time for people. Okay, so whilst we're on, and just before I get started, I want to ask everybody, what is maybe one challenge that you're having with your hair right now? What's one challenge that you're having? So yeah, I'm just going through and making sure that my nails aren't jaggedy anywhere so that they don't snag. And I think they're all good. Yeah, they're all good now. Brilliant. So real quick, let me just go through the comments. Hey, hey, hey. Hello once again. Hey and welcome. Hey from the UK as well. Edges. I hear that. I hear that. Interestingly, let me just touch on that straight away. I have gone back to, this is something that my mom used to do when I was a child. She would always do I don't want to start an argument up in here now again, but I call it cane row, okay? I call it cane row. I've always been brought up to call them cane rows. But for the sake of everybody watching, I'm also going to refer to it as cornrows. So my mom used to cornrow the front of my hair along here to preserve my edges. And so I've recently started going back to doing that so that it's not pulling with the rest of my hair. Oh, you call it cane row as well. See, there you go. I'm not the only one. You guys may not know, but on my last video, whole saga in the comments, because I refer to it as cane roll. And there was one particular person who had never heard of that term in her life. And so anyway, but yeah, so that's one thing that I'm doing to help preserve my edges, Jennifer. Hopefully that helps you in some way. Yeah, but I am aware that, like, postpartum and just through how we pull our hair back over time, even, you know, if it's maybe low iron, low vitamin D, whatever, all these different things can affect our edges. So I really hear that that is a challenge. Split ends. Yeah, I feel that. I really feel that. Ends as well. Yeah, I definitely resonate with that. And yeah, if you haven't seen my last video, that's a really key one. I feel that I need to go back to the routine that I started with, because I think I have been slacking off. I'm just taking some pins out my hair. Yeah, I've been slacking off, and I think that has been. Oh, I should have actually showed you how my hair is. Let me show you the back. So it's just kind of like pinned up. Hope you can still hear me. It's just pinned up. Yeah. So yeah, I've stopped using hair bubbles now, and for now I'll just be pinning my hair instead. Let's get to some of these comments. Cornrows here in the US, yeah. But call it whatever, we can translate. That's good. And I know that most people can. I know that most people do understand, but yeah, some people, unfortunately, on that last video couldn't translate at all. Okie dokie. Okay. Round the back, the back of the head, the nape. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel that. So yeah, right at the back, and that is a hard one to grow out. I've also got a really bad habit of picking that back part of my head. Don't know why. But yeah, you will actually see as I'm moisturized today what I do to try and prevent that from happening. So yeah, so let's get to it. So I've taken out the pins. I'm using, this is aloe vera juice, but it is mixed with water. Again, I did say on my last video, I don't really want it to be mixed with water. However, I've probably bought so many spray bottles, so many spray bottles. And because there's a few bits in the aloe vera juice, and then it just breaks the mechanism, have to throw it away or send it back. So yeah, it's a mix of aloe vera juice and water. So I'm just going to go and spray that on my scalp first. I think there is a bit of tea tree essential oil in as well. And this is just my typical moisture routine. I tend to do this around about every 5-6 days or so. And one thing I learned was from, who did I learn this from? Green Beauty, I think it was. And she talked about, was it Green Beauty? I think it was. She talked about the fact that we need to notice when our hair gets dry and basically get into the habit of re-moisturizing it the day before that. So rather than waiting until it gets dry, we just do it the day before. Yeah. Rose water. I've never tried rose water, but I know that that works well as well. New creation, you're saying me too. Are you saying me too to the rose water or something else? Okay, so I am making sure to spray the nape, like, you know, as Jennifer mentioned, can't forget the nape. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why it ends up struggling to retain length, because we forget to moisturize it sometimes, don't we? Okay. Okay, to the rose water, yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, so now I've sprayed it on my scalp. Yeah. And I'm just going to go down the length of my hair as well. Yes. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Hey, I'm coming back to you. Yes. So the edges are flat twisted. Oh, I didn't actually finish what I was saying before. So I was saying that when I was younger, my mom used to cornrow / cane row the front of my hair, the edges, to not put so much pressure on them. And so I've started going back to that, but instead of cane rowing or corn rowing, I have been doing flat twists. I just find that when I flat twist, I can do it with even less tension on my hair. So yeah, because the front of my hair is how would I describe it? Don't really know how to describe it, but it's much shorter than the rest anyway. And yeah, so I just don't want to treat it like the rest of my hair. So I'm making sure to spray the edges, not the edges, the ends, sorry. And I'm literally just squeezing it in, that's all. And that's done. So yeah, just squeezing, kind of pressing it in as well. One thing I forgot to bring in, oh, I've just felt a nail snag, even though I cut them just a minute ago. Where did that come from? Okay. Let me get the nail cutter back out. Joy Be Natural. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me just say to everybody watching, if you're not subscribed to Joy Be Natural's channel, then please go ahead and do that, because she's always dropping gems. She's always dropping brilliant videos. So shout out to you in the house. Loving it. Oh, loving it. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth a try. Looks like the thin ends are filling up nicely. They are, because I ended up trimming them. So I did trim off, I think around about between, I'd say about 2.5 inches, maybe even 3 inches. So yeah, did start trimming those off. And now I am just intending to go back to my routine, which I strayed from and I shouldn't have. Okay, so now I've sprayed, I'm going in with this Sunny Isle. Yeah, Sunny Isle. It's Jamaican black castor oil. Jamaican black castor oil. Okie dokie. This is something I've been using for literally the start of my journey. I think it started because my mom had this bottle in her room, and that she noticed that I, had started on this whole hair journey thing, and that oil didn't really work well for her. So she just gave it to me and I just used it. And then I was like, yeah, let me just keep using it. And I've noticed people say that they struggle to use like thick oils when they have potentially, if they have fine hair. I have honestly never done the test to find out if my hair is fine, medium, or thick strands. I don't think it's thick. But yeah, I don't know. It works. So I just keep using it. So that's me just putting the castor oil on. And I want to always make sure to get the ends as well. I'm trying not to if my hair was loose, I would kind of work the product down, if that makes sense. I'm trying not to do that because it's in twists. and I just don't want to mess up my twist too much. So I'm more so just trying to squeeze it in, press it in, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so yeah, some of you have mentioned a few things, a few challenges that you're having with your hair. And yeah, hopefully in terms of the edges, that's a good one to try. In terms of the nape, I don't know. I think it's just mainly that we often neglect our nape. I think that's kind of the main issue. And then for me, I know that I just have hands in hair syndrome when it comes to the back of my hair, the nape. I literally just sit there like I'm like this and just picking it. And that's really bad. So don't follow me with that one. Okay, oil is done. Now I do have a scalp oil, so I may just pop that in. Thank you. My nails are like that sometimes. I have to wear plastic gloves, rubber gloves to moisturize my hair. That makes sense. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, to be fair. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. No problem. Definitely. Oh, I love this oil. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Do I struggle with fizz? Frizz? Um, I would say no. I would say no, but how I would answer that is I think even if my hair does get a bit frizzy, I've just grown to be okay with it because it's kind of just part of what our natural hair does. Do you know what I mean? As soon as we spray liquid on it, it tends to frizz anyway. But I mean, oh, I forgot to bring my headscarf in. But after I do this, I will straight away put my headscarf on, and it will flatten down the frizz anyway. But yeah, I feel like in general, I would probably say no. I don't necessarily struggle with frizz, but what I mean by that is not that it doesn't happen, just that kind of I don't let it bother me, if that makes sense. Yeah, you do that too. I can't remember what which you're saying that to. Was that to the headscarf? Not sure. Or was it picking the back of your head? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I think I am gonna put in a little bit of scalp oil. There's only a little bit left. To be honest, I just haven't. I've got loads that I have made up in a jar and it's sitting in a cupboard under the sink right now. So this is all I've got here. I don't want to put that much in, to be honest. So I'm just going to put some on my fingertips and run it through my scalp. This mix of oils is a mix that I got from Curly Proverbs. Oh yeah, hands in hair syndrome. Yeah, I don't know what it is. For me, I actually developed that really bad habit when I was in university. I think if you're in the US, you probably call it college. And I was doing my dissertation, which is when you have to do like a 10,000 word assignment, basically. And I just remember sitting in the library whilst doing my work and I just started doing that. So I don't know if it began because of stress. Maybe I was stressed whilst I was doing my dissertation. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's when it started for me. And sadly, I just haven't kicked the habit yet, the very bad habit. Okay, so I'm just giving it a bit of a massage into my scalp to help the blood flow. Obviously, blood flow helps increase hair growth as well. So this is kind of my longer moisture routine. As I said, I would do this about every 5, 6 days or so. So let me also ask you, how often do you guys tend to remoisturize your hair? Well, first of all, do you tend to remoisturize your hair? I'm going to put some of that oil on my nape. Make sure I'm not forgetting it. Yeah, let me know. Do you tend to remoisturize your hair, or do you end up forgetting and then your hair ends up getting dry? Let me know. And if you do moisturize your hair in between wash days, I'm talking about, how often do you do that? Yeah, that's funny. Oh, you're welcome. Do I ever straighten my hair? That's when frizz is the worst. True. No, I don't really straighten my hair. Not that I wouldn't. I'm not totally against it or anything, but just because I am on this hair growth journey. If you don't know, by the way, who's watching, my whole like reason for this channel is I'm on the goal of growing my hair from shaved to tailbone length, and I wanted to do that in 7 years. So because that is my goal, I'm not intending to get distracted by, straightening my hair or anything like that, because I think that would really take me off track. Now, I'm gonna let you guys guess, what do you think I'm doing now? What am I applying to my ends? I think most of you will know, but let's see. You're welcome. I'm very happy to be able to help, because that's what it's about. You know what I mean? I don't want to I when people do ask me, "Oh, your hair seems so long. How did you grow it or whatever?" I am very happy to answer. I'm not one of those people that's gatekeeping, like, "Oh, it's just my little secret." No, it's not my secret. Um, it's for everybody to know. If they want to grow their hair, then it's possible. Yeah, you see, y'all know, you guys know. Yes, yes, yes. That is 100% right. Okay, you've tried that. I do that every 2 days. So that's oil the scalp and moisturizing hair. Okay, so you oil and moisturize. You kind of reintroduce moisture into your hair every 2 days. Every 2 days. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Um, sorry, when you say you've tried that, what was that in reference to? Was that the nape? Okay, and Carla said I focus on ends every 3 to 4 days. Yeah, that makes sense. I do know some people do that as well. So rather than remoisturizing all of their hair, they'll just, focus on the ends every few days, which I think that works as well. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, okay, hold on. I need to drop down to your comment in a moment, but my hands are so soaked with this flaxseed gel. Okay. Okay. When I saw you type that, I thought it was a typo. T444Z. Okay, that's an interesting name for a hair product. Awesome. Yeah. You know what? I love hair grease for my hair, to be fair. I actually do. I actually do. I'm a little bit torn because I wanted to stay using hair grease, but I also want to go back to the indigenous strands routine. And she doesn't really use hair grease. So yeah, I'm a little bit torn with that one. But yeah, I love that for you. I think hair grease is brilliant. Hair grease is brilliant. And I think it's interesting how you know, all the rhetoric came out. Hair grease is terrible. You shouldn't use hair grease on your hair. How on earth have we been using this? And then you've got, you know, professionals like Curly Chemistry, what's it, African Hair Guard, and so many others. Sorry, I hope you guys can't hear this phone constantly going off. Yeah, explaining that there's literally nothing wrong with using hair grease. Nothing wrong. Okay, I try to remoisturize, but end up only getting it done one time in between wash days. Okay, so how often are your wash days? I guess, yeah, because certainly if your wash days are once a week, then I wouldn't think that would be a problem. Maybe if it's 2 weeks, I would still think 2 weeks with one moisture session in between is not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay, I see you just responded every 2 weeks. That's not too bad. But I suppose it really just depends on what I said before. Like if you know that your hair does get dry at, say, day 6, then um yeah, if you're stretching it to 7 days, then I suppose you are putting your hair at risk. Okay. Right, I'm going to bring up another comment in a moment. So in general, it feels like a lot of you are able to re-moisturize your hair. You do have a routine for doing that, which is amazing. Personally, I found, for me, I feel like that has been one of the biggest keys for me retaining length. I think when I wasn't doing that back in the day, that's why, one of the biggest reasons why my hair just wasn't getting any longer. I don't have a clip here, do I? No. Got a pin though. Okay, let me grab some of these comments. I think I saw that one. Okay, yeah. T444Z. That's a funny name for a product. How do I make the flaxseed gel? Good question. It's really, really easy. So I buy my seeds. I used to buy them from Amazon. I think the last time I bought them, it was from, there's a shop in the UK called Holland and Barrett's. So I just bought the seeds from there. They're not usually too expensive, really, and they last quite long. And all I do is just put the seeds in a pot of water, cold water, and I normally do like one wait. Yeah, I think it's about 1 cup of flaxseed to 2 cups of water. No, that's not right. A quarter cup of flaxseed. Yeah, you're in UK. Awesome. Yeah, a quarter cup of flaxseed to 2 cups of water. That's my how I do it. You know, I'm sure there's probably other consistencies that will work well. And then I just let it boil up. Just let it boil up. And as soon as it's got to the thickness that I want it to be, as soon as there's like a kind of white film on top, there is a video on my YouTube which shows you how I make it. But as soon as there's this kind of white film on top, then that's when I know it's at the thickness that I want it to be. And just be mindful as well. One thing I would say, I think I made this mistake the first time I did it. It gets thicker as it cools down. So even though in the pot, like when you're stirring it, you might think, oh, okay, it's not as thick as I want it to be, but it's going to get thicker. So just be mindful of that. Okay. I think that is pretty much done. I do always end up missing like the middle ones. No, I've done that one. Yeah, I think I've done that. But one thing I would say is having a routine, having a system is really key for me. Really key. And I'm sure Joy is on as well. I believe she will say the same. Like, I actually don't think that it's possible to retain length without having, oh, these two were missed, without having a solid routine. And it's not to say that you can't occasionally stray from it, or, you know, just occasionally change things up, but in general, I dropped it. In general, you really have to have a routine in order to start retaining length, I believe. And I think that was my hardest thing in the start. I just didn't know how to even get started with that. So yeah, if that's something that you're maybe struggling with, then I do have what is called a 12-week hair growth accelerator. And it's just to help you, you know, for like the first 12 weeks to start really just to start getting into the habit of building your own routine and sticking to it for 12 weeks. And the goal is to retain at least 1 inch of hair within that 12 weeks. So I think that is linked below of this video. It should be linked. So if you need that, feel free to grab it. Okay, let me go back to some of the comments. I think I might have missed some. Every 2 weeks, I think I saw that. Yeah. Okay, hair grease is okay, but I find that it makes my hair strand sticky. Yeah, I feel like it does have that kind of sticky feel. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Awesome. Yeah, you're welcome. They do sell them on Amazon as well. I bought it from Amazon previously, and where else? Yeah, I think, to be honest, for me, those are the two places that I've bought it from, either Amazon or Holland and Barrett. Here is a link to the flaxseed video from your channel. Oh, thank you. I can't see the link though. I don't know if maybe you've posted it, but maybe YouTube is blocking you from putting the link in. Sorry, I don't know. Or were you asking where is the link? Maybe I'm not sure. Okay. Cooking the flaxseed was not working for me, so I found a cook-free recipe. Tell me more. Tell me more, please, please, please. I am going to end this live in probably about 5 minutes, but you need to tell me more before I come off. Okay, how do you get hold of? Oh, the 12-week hair growth accelerator. The link is in the description of this video. Let me just check. I believe it is, but let me just check. Okay, I'm trying to like bring up my own video here. Yeah, also let me just say thank you everyone for joining. You all make it so much more fun when I don't have to talk to myself. So it's great that everybody's here. The result. Oh, yeah, I can't remember what the title of the video is. Something like that though, or something like this product. Do you know what? I can't remember. Right, let me bring this up. For some reason, this is not loading on my own phone. Like, the description box isn't loading. Nothing's coming up. Don't know if you can see that. So I don't know what's happening there, but hopefully you can see. And I'm quite sure. Okay, you've got it. Awesome. Awesome. That's good. Okay, I am definitely still waiting for Girl OG to come through with your recipe on how you manage to use flax seeds without cooking it. I'm still stumped by that. I'm like, hey, how do you do that? Okay, Desiree's asking, how long did it take you to twist your hair, and did you count how many twists? Good question. These, so at the back right now, there's a few cane rows or cornrows because I was trying to do I was trying to do a cane row style, and then I realized that I was actually breaking my hair, so I realized I needed to go back to twists, but I also didn't want to take the cane rows out. So let me just show you that now. Can you see that? Yeah, and it's the same on the other side as well. So at the back, those aren't twisted. But in terms of the rest of my twists, I don't know. Let me do a quick count now. Okay. Let me just check that I haven't missed anything. All right. That's 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I think that included the cane rows. So 16 on that side. So it's probably the same on the other side. Is that 32? Yeah, 32. So let's just call it 32. But as I said, some of them aren't twist at the back. So I would probably add on, like, in place of those cane rows, I'd probably have like another four or five there instead. Okay. I think that is it. Girl OG, I'm still waiting for you. I'm hoping that you haven't jumped off. Oh, here we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I soak 1 cup of flaxseed and half a cup of fenugreek seeds in 3 cups of cold water. Okay. 24 hours on the counter, then 24 hours in the fridge. I strain and freeze in ice cube trays so you only thaw out what you need. Okay, interesting. So I do the last part, where I do put my flaxseed gel into ice cubes as well. And it was also somebody, a subscriber actually, that put me onto that, putting it in ice cube trays. Don't remember who it was, but I really do appreciate her. Yeah, so same. I only take out, like, the what I just used today was just one cube. So I just have to take out 1 cube each time, and that's it. But that's interesting. I need to copy and paste this. Can I copy and paste it? No, I can't. I actually can't copy and paste it. Ah, that's annoying. Well, thank you for sharing that anyway. Oh, I can take a picture though. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to take a picture of this real quick. And if anybody else needs that information as well, that's really interesting. I've never thought of doing it that way. Okay, amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Brilliant. Okay, well, I'm pretty much gonna sign off. Again, thank you everyone for joining me. Hey, Bible believer. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, take a picture, definitely. That worked well because I couldn't copy it. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing that. New creation, you have been really visible in the live chat section as well. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I didn't actually answer how long it takes me. I don't know. But recently, since my hair has gotten longer, it's been taking around about like 3 hours to twist my hair, which is crazy because before I could twist my hair in an hour. So yeah, that's a bit cray. But I'm gonna have to just get used to it and just roll with it and realize, you know what, my hair's getting longer. It's gonna take longer. That's okay. It's part of it. It's all part of it. Amazing. Okay, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed being on. I've enjoyed being on with everybody. Have a lovely evening, whatever you're getting up to. Um, get some nice rest. I know, it's really interesting, isn't it? I've never heard of that, Joy. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you guys are popping up now. Yeah. Shout out, shout out. Who else is getting a 12-week accelerator? We need to hold each other accountable and do this. That's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good shout. Probably what I would say is if you are looking to do, you know, that 12-week kind of challenge, then maybe put a comment, not in the live chat, on the actual video, and then it's saved for everybody else. So that's a really good idea. Thank you, New Creation. Love that. And I love these names as well. New Creation, Bible Believer. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Thank you again. You guys have been amazing. And I'll make sure to keep letting you know when I go live. I am intending to do more of these now because I want to be a bit more consistent with my YouTube channel. So thank you again. And I will see you soon. Bye.